Hey YouTube, it's Tracy. I just thought, for Tracy's thoughts, we talk about me, get to know me. Who is this YouTuber you're watching on the screen? Well, first off, I'm a real person, okay? This is my life. What you see is what you get. I'm not candy coating it, it's not fake. This is it. This is us. Um I have a wife. I'm married. Her name is Elizabeth. I love her dearly. We live with her brother, whose name is William, my brother-in-law. My mom and my brother Caleb live up here in New York with us. We're one big, crazy family, and we're going to share our lives with you. Okay? Okay. Um, so let's touch on a few things. So, my life, I'm a musician, I'm a singer. I used to teach. I was a teacher. I taught music. Um, I love to draw and read and write down stuff, poems and different things. I'm very creative. I like to be expressive through those types of things, song and whatever else. Not a good painter though, no, but I like to paint. So I thought, I'm a creative kind of person and I think I have a lot to offer. So why not try YouTube? Everybody else is doing it. Why not? Give it a shot. If anything, like I said in my other previous video, I need an avenue out. I need to venture out and be more expressive because for a long time, being a singer, I used to go to a church and we used to sing and play. I used to sing in front of people all the time. That's not a problem for me. But since we've moved to New York, and as you can tell, I'm pretty overweight. Because of the weight, I've been very self-conscious and very low self-esteem, depression. I don't like myself that much. Well, I didn't. And I got really down. And it's because, there's such a stigma on fat people. I'm just going to call it like it is. I'm fat. And I just, I needed to change. I needed to do something. I felt like if I don't do something soon, I'm going to die. A fat person only gets so big and then that's it. Their life's over. So, I started watching YouTube and I watched different YouTubers, especially Boogie. I know everybody knows Boogie, and McJugger Nuggets. And I've watched all these, was a kid behind the camera, and they are happy who they are, and they accept themselves for who they are and what they are. And I figured, if they can do it, I can do it too. And I just needed something different. One day I was talking to my brother, Jonathan, who lives down south still. Uh, he he told me that he had lost a lot of weight, which I had noticed. I said, well, how are you doing it? And he goes, I just stopped eating my carbs. It's kind of the Atkins diet. Why don't you give it a try? What's it going to hurt? You keep gaining weight. You're not getting any healthier. I'm worried about you. Try this thing. I said, okay. So I talked to my wife, Elizabeth, about it. We agreed. And we started losing weight. We started the first week in December, and it's now like almost the last week in January, I think, or a week and a half away to February. And I know that I lost weight. I mean, you don't know me from before, but believe me, my face is thinner, my stomach's down, I can walk a little better. I have very swollen fluid in my, swollen feet, lots of fluid. That's all gone. I feel healthier, and I'm going to keep going. A lot of my vlogs are going to be about us dieting and in our walk, and hopefully we can see on camera the progression as we go down. But I want to talk about that a little bit because being a fat person is not easy, and I didn't realize this in my 20s. Yeah, I was still overweight, but I could walk on my own. I'm wheelchair bound because I hurt my back as a child. I fell out of a tree as a child and landed on my neck. And then as a teacher, when I was teaching at a school, they had water ground and I did a split. Fat people don't do a split. I actually went to the hospital for that and was out of work for an entire week. And I have been suffering with my back ever since. But with the extra weight, I can't walk. I really seriously can't walk. I have arthritis in my knees because of the weight. It's just a whole mess, and I'm not going to focus on the negative. But being a fat person, I didn't realize how hard it was, and I'm not going to cry. But when you're being pushed by your wife and people, adults, look at you and point at you and laugh in your face, people have called me fat. People have made fun of me. Children, I understand. Children have to learn. They have to, understand what's right and wrong. But when you got adults that call you fat to your face or make fun of you, some days I just ignore it. Some days I'll say, like, take a picture, it'll last longer, or I'll look up to them and go, what's so funny? And usually when I do that, they stop. They get uncomfortable. And sometimes it makes my wife upset and embarrassed. But, yes, I'm here because I got myself here, but that doesn't mean you have the right to make fun of me or to laugh at me because you don't know why I got here. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I was born there. I stayed there for 31 years to 2005 when Hurricane Katrina hit and we had to evacuate. And we were homeless for like 2 months. We had no money, no food. We had FEMA. They gave us some aid. They gave us like food stamps, a little card with food stamps. They gave us like $1,000 to last us for whatever. When you're out of work, because you can't work because everything's underwater, and you have no place to stay, we were staying with people, but it wasn't home. It gets hard, and you have to spend that money wisely, and it goes. We ended up moving to Wisconsin. My wife found a job there. We hated it because the winters were so long, so long. I think one time we didn't see sunlight for like, I think it was like 15 days or something like that. We're like, we got to get out of here. So we moved to New York, and we're happy here. Yes, it still has winter, but nothing like Wisconsin, thank goodness. Um, so I can't work for various obvious reasons because I can't walk. I can't move. I'm too big. I'm not going to say how much I weigh, but I just got to a point. And also, just to clarify, the stress level that goes on you, that is put on, the stress from being overweight. A week after the hurricane happened, my father passed away. It was difficult. It was hard. I didn't have a very good relationship with my father, but after losing everything, we kind of lost the head of our family because we were relying on him to get us through. And I had to take that role. And it was hard because no one wanted to listen to me. My mom was upset. My brothers didn't know what to do. Liz was separated from her family. It was just a big mess, that whole situation. But that stress just piled on me because I felt like I had to take over. I had to take charge. I had to do something. We were just doing nothing at the time. And I think just over time, the stress just got to me. And we went through a period where we moved to New York. Our car broke down. And I didn't work. And my wife, my girlfriend at the time, Liz, she was my girlfriend. My wife and my brother had to walk or ride bikes to work. And I stayed home for like 6 months straight with me and just the cats. And I just deteriorated my image, my self-esteem, my emotions, my mind. Everything just slowly deteriorated because I felt secluded and boxed in. And I know that's where the weight loss, shot up. I got really sick. I was sick for like the entire time. Could not get rid of a cold. Just everything was just down, down, down. And I just ballooned. I just gained weight. But there is a silver lining. Like I said before, in November, my brother had called me. I had been writing on Facebook, I'm a person, yes, I'm fat, and I'm going to do better, and I want a better life, and, I just need something better in my life. And when he gave me this diet, and he told me I could do it, I looked at my wife and said, we need to do this, we need to try, and we did it. Am I losing weight fast? Hell no. But I do feel better fast. And I just felt good enough to go, hey, I'm going to start YouTube. Hey, I'm going to do something to better my life. I am scared out of my minds, guys. This is something I haven't done since Louisiana, since 2004. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I can to better myself. And I hope that you guys, like I said, take the journey with me, because that's the only way I can do it if you guys come with me. You don't have to, but if you do, thank you. Thank you very much. Home life is great. I love my wife. I love my life. Is it perfect? No. About, I guess, 90% of the time. Sometimes 10% is down, maybe 15. But that's life. Life, ups and downs. And that's, as long as you deal with it right and you deal with it correctly, then you win, no matter what. Even if you're down and sad, if you handle it right, you win. Are you perfect? No. Mistakes are made to learn from. That's what they are. But all this to say, if you see an overweight person in the mall or the store, talk to them. Be nice to them. Be kind to them. Don't laugh at them. Don't make fun of them, because it really, truly hurts. Don't say the fat jokes. They're not funny. When you see an overweight person in one of those riding carts, the motor carts, you don't know what that person's going through. They may look perfectly fine, but they could be like me. Bad back, bad knees, can't walk, swollen legs. When you're that big, you can't walk for that long. At least they're out and about, and they're not sitting at home and someone else is doing the work for them. At least they're doing it for themselves. I mean, I'm at the point right now, guys, I can't even drive because I'm too big for my feet to press the gas pedal, because my belly hits the wheel of the car, But I go. Every time my wife goes out, I go. I sit in a wheelchair. I don't use the riding carts because I'm too big for it. But I'm doing something about my life. And that's all that matters, is that you do something. Don't sit at home. If you're an overweight person and you're complacent and don't know what to do one thing a week. That's how I started. One time a day, I would get up and go with my wife on Saturday and go, let's go shopping. It would kill me, but I did it. I sit in my little bed and I do exercises. I do my arms, I twist, I sit. I can't move too much, but I do what I can. And that's all that matters, that you're trying. And guess what, guys? It doesn't matter if those people make fun of you. You are beautiful. You are okay. You know in your heart you're doing what you need to do to better yourself. And if you haven't started yet, you will one day. I'm not going to tell you, oh, how horrible, you didn't start, you didn't do what you need to do. You need to get your butt in gear. No, I'm not going to do that, because it's all an individual journey, and you have to want to do it. You have to want to, you know, be self-motivated, and you have to want to help yourself, because no person in the world forcing you is going to make you do it unless you want to do it yourself. But I encourage you, if you really have that feeling, if you're feeling down, you're feeling low, feeling depressed, wanting to kill yourself, or you're trying to eating your life away, just stop. Try low carb if you want. That means no starches, no sugars, no bread, no pasta, no rice, no fruit. But it works. Meat and vegetables, read the packages. It's really easy. Um, Look up Atkins online. You'll see. If you got a phone, get the Atkins app. They'll tell you what to do. It's easy. It's simple. It's that simple. Anyway, that's me. That's my life. It's mainly about being overweight and being better. I just want to renew my life and be a better person for me, for my wife, and for our future family. So anyway, that's me. Anyway, I said anyway already. I already had things to say, so I'm going to leave. Okay, Tracy out. Bye.